Proverbs 29 and 22. The source of strife is found in an angry heart, for sin surrounds the life of a furious man. Today's episode, the stress is in your chest. Once again, Proverbs hits us with a verse so plain, so pure that you feel that reverberation in your chest. That's one of the reasons I love reading the scriptures daily. It's like visiting that older relative. You stay long enough and you start walking the way that they walk and talking the way that they talk and seeing life through their lens. So let's break down Proverbs 29 and 22 in the Passion Translation. The source of strife is found in an angry heart, for sin surrounds the life of a furious man. So good. See, to me, it's saying the annoyance that keeps stirring you up and making you just want to fight usually isn't coming from outside. It's broadcasting from inside your own chest. Ooh, let me riff on that for just a minute. See, all of that strife that just hits you like a tidal wave, it's a sign that your heart just actually hasn't moved on yet. If hearing his very name still just makes your eyelid twitch, it's okay. You just need to go back to the altar and get that soul altered. You can't see it because you're wearing it. You're too close to notice the weight that you've been carrying. Let me share a story that illustrates this. About 15 years ago, one of my old youth group kids, by that time he was in his 30s, had a heart attack in his 30s. And so me and the old squad, a couple of kids from the youth group, we all went to see him at the hospital. And this brother had always been that tightly wound type of brother, since he was a kid, wired up like a live wire in a rainstorm. The smallest spark would just set him off. And he was hooked up to all of these EKGs and everything was beep, beep, beeping and blinking and measuring every heartbeat. And one of his lifelong friends quietly said to him, "Man, look, you gotta let go of all of this bitterness, especially toward your ex-wife." And the moment he said her name, and I mean, this was his high school sweetheart, my guy just jumped straight up. He was like, "Oh, I'm all right. She don't mean nothing to me. I'm good. I moved on. I'm not mad." But the machines, they begged to differ. Everything started going off. Beep, beep, bop, 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 bop. Everything just started lighting up like a Christmas tree. He wasn't lying intentionally. He just couldn't see the strife living in his own chest. That's how strife works. It hides in us long before it shows up around us. When those alarms went off, we all stopped and we looked at each other and just laughed, even him. It was the perfect picture. Strife is often in the heart of the holder, not even in the person being held in contempt. They probably moved on. It's just that you haven't. The next part of this verse says that sin surrounds him. And honestly, that's all of us, right? Evil is all around. But when strife lives on the inside and sin surrounds the outside, bitterness just festers and trouble only gathers, and before you know it, you crash out. But that doesn't mean that you're doomed. It just means that you're human. Where sin abounds, grace much more abounds. But hear me in this. Grace and fury cannot reign in the same space. You can't grip frustration and receive freedom at the same time. Grace needs an open hand. Strife clutches with a closed fist. As long as anger runs the controls, grace can't get through. If you're striving with somebody, don't start with them, start with you. Because the fight outside won't end until the conflict inside has been resolved. Your peace doesn't depend on their perfection, it depends on your release. Remember, an angry heart creates storms, but a heart at peace creates space for God to speak. Prayer. Lord, remove this anger. Let your grace become my peace. Today's challenge. Sit in silence for a few minutes and ask God, whose name still makes my alarms go off? And don't dodge it, don't justify it, release them and let your heart finally breathe again. Proverbs Daily is a reader and listener supported program. Every post is free, but if you like to help spread the message and make the sacred positively contagious, tap that subscribe or upgrade button. And thank you in advance for your support. About the author, Fred Lynch is a creative communicator, author, and Christian hip-hop pioneer. To connect everywhere, just hit me at Hey Fred Lynch on all the socials and we shall connect. More daily wisdom on that phone? Go to proverbsdaily.org. Hey, thanks again for listening and help us out by liking and sharing Proverbs Daily. Be wise, be well. Peace.